Kia ora, Canterbury. Welcome to Canterbury Live on Thursday, the 2nd of July. Bit cool this morning, isn't it? A bit of natural Botox happening around so we can all be firm and lovely for the day. Rightio. Hey, this is a fact that you really don't need to know about, but I'm going to share it anyway. How would you like a part of $30 billion? Well, that's what one man will be giving away over the next few months. And that's Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. He's one of the Saudi princes. There he goes, looking very fine and handsome. Showing some other photos though. See those lovely ladies there? No, they're not their wives, so no, don't assume that. They are some of his staff, his female staff, who receive $10,000 every 6 months to buy new clothes. What a cool boss that is. How awesome. And is that a house? Oh, no, I'm afraid not. That is one of his planes. That's right, that is one of the prince's planes. But how cool. $30 billion that he will be giving away. You know, we're talking about it. He could buy Greece. That's right, he could go and ring up and go, I'll buy you today, help them out. He may do, who knows. Anyway, this month though, you could win the beautiful painting from Ira Mitchell-Kirk, just over my shoulder here. Remember, she spent time in Central Otago of late, and this was her inspiration behind this beautiful painting. To win it, all you need to do is call through on 3777033 or go to our Facebook page, make sure you share it, like it, leave your details, and you can go into the draw. It's as simple as that. On today's show, Al Grego is in the studio with some more anti-bullying tips, and it's all to do with that internet. That's right. And as social media guru, Moses Robbins joins us, and we're talking about how you can learn an instrument on the internet or via the internet. And Focus Financial, Brent joins me. We're talking about consolidating all of your debt. That's right. Ugh, all those HPs, how you can put them all into one and pay them off a lot smarter and quicker. Now, this Friday, some very excited children around because it will be the school holidays. What can we do with our little cherubs, you ask? Kids Fest is where it's at. And there you go, and there they are. It's Kids, not literally Kids Fest. I'm joined by Paul Keane, a good friend of Canterbury Live. Welcome back, my friend.
Oh, it's nice to be back.
You're a busy man. You've got so many coats and hats you put on, and
yeah, especially in winter.
Nice, I like you did there. And next to you is Carissa Crow, who's the studio manager for Zion Dance Troupe. Welcome to Canterbury Live, and the beautiful Danica Shergold, dancer. And I've known Danica for quite a few years, and my goodness, she turned into a beautiful young lady. Crikey. Rightio, let's talk about it though, in particular Kids Fest. What's happening with these beautiful young ladies to the side of you?
Well, not only are Zion Studio doing an event themselves, but they're also coming along to join us on our Lantern Parade on Saturday night and doing some dance there. And they're going to come along to another one of our events too, and our Tween Night Scene Disco at Elmwood Auditorium. So,
Just getting your money's worth, aren't you, Paul?
but they might want to talk a bit about what they've got on their program.
Yeah, well, Carissa, tell us about the Zion Dance Troupe.
Cool. So we are a hip-hop dance studio which is based in Papanui. We've got over 100 kids that dance with us every term, and a number of advanced crews as well, which we're later taking to Brisbane actually, so a really busy year for us.
When are you going to Brisbane?
October.
Not that far away.
Yeah, not really. So lots of work is going on at the moment, but we're really excited to be working with Kids Fest at the moment as well. So we've got our own Kids Fest workshop on the 8th of July, which is next Wednesday. So we've got preschoolers, so 3 and 4, through to 13-year-olds, and just a day of hip-hop workshops going on. So that'll be really awesome.
Now, Danica, you're an old hat at this now. How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing since I was 3 years old.
Whoa.
How old are you now? You're 13 now?
Yeah.
Wow, 10 years. Jeez. And are you excited about Kids Fest and bringing your talents?
Yeah, I'm excited to show people what they can do with their talents as well as like bringing out the best in them and making them happy as well.
Lovely.
Oh, Paul did well, didn't he? Did you quickly script that? No, it's really good. So that's cool. So the girls will be Kids Fest, obviously, and but at the Lantern Festival.
Yeah, Lantern Parade.
Lantern
It's a
Parade.
yes,
Lantern
yes.
Parade.
We've been out at schools actually doing workshops, and I've just brought these
Daisy?
along. I just thought I'd show you. This is a lantern in the make. It's got to have skin on it yet, and it'll have the school names on it in there, and they see the wee lights in there. Can you see the lights?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Just keep it there.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
great.
So I'll leave the
That's
lights
lovely.
on as well.
Isn't it good?
Yeah, so we've got two tutors out at Cobham today, actually. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a tricky thing to make, or are these children just so
This
clever they
one's
can do
more
it?
complicated one. We do some smaller ones for the kids, and we're down at St Michael's tomorrow as well. So I've been out and about.
So this is on. So here we go. We've got some images there of make it. So these are huge.
We've got Julian Southgate actually, who's a designer at Court Theatre. We've commissioned him to make a couple of big feature lanterns. That there is yet to be skinned. So Julian and Darren are putting lights in it there, and that's Chester. So we've got some lovely big feature lanterns that'll be in the parade. And a whole bunch of kids ones, of course, and people can bring along their own lights and torches or dress up with, put these things on your clothing and things like that.
Oh, cool. And it starts at 5 and it's in the Restart Mall?
Restart Mall. We're going from Restart Mall down to Victoria Square, and then you arrive to Victoria Square with the Takumi drummers, Japanese drummers doing their thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great weather on Saturday night, so you're fine.
I know. Sunshine on my phone. It's great.
Yeah, okay. Maybe a little bit overzealous there, but anyway, maybe not sunshine.
Not in the evening.
What else is happening around Christchurch there for Kids
there's
Fest?
so much going on. Another big event which we're doing with Botanic Gardens is the Press Night of Delight. That's over several nights, 8th to the 12th.
Right.
And you go down there, it's just gold coin donation which goes towards a children's garden that they're developing there in the gardens. But it's the garden's going to be all lit up with amazing sculptures and illuminations and interactive stuff as well. They're going to have I think it's going to be a big projection on a tree, and you can get your photo projected up onto a tree and have
that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Depends on what photo. Could be a bit tragic.
And all sorts of competitions as well. I think they're going to see these things here. These are little lights inside of these.
I'm glad you said that. It's a balloon, Paul. It's a balloon.
There's a wee light inside of that. You probably can't see it. But we're going to give out some of those at the Lantern Parade. But these are also going to be at the Night of Delight, and they're going to have a special number with them, so you can go on the draw for a trip to the Gold Coast.
Exciting. And just finishing up, we've got a couple of t-shirts to give away.
We do. Look at that.
So call through on 377033 for those. But remember, we've got cool. The Kids Fest website though is .co.nz, kidsfest.co.nz, and that's where you'll find all the details. Very exciting. On tomorrow's show though, we will have the Zion Dance Troupe doing a performance in the studio on Friday's show. Thank you so much for joining. All the best for Brisbane.
Thank
you.
you.
Too cool. And make sure you see these beautiful girls at their Kids Fest workshop, and of course on Saturday night. Good on you, Paul. We'll see you soon.
Go to our website for all information.
Yes, Kids Fest, Kids Fest Radio. Stay with us, because after the break we have more Canterbury Live.
Call it magic.
Well, internet bullying is very, very prevalent, unfortunately, especially in our school system. Anna Grego is back again, giving us some tips on how we can stop it.
Hi viewers, it's Al Grego the Magician, back with some more hot tips on how to deal with bullying. I'm the national presenter of Trustpower's You've Got the Power anti-bullying school show. Well, we meet thousands and thousands of children every year. And I want to do a little trick just to show you something here. I got a little box here today in the studio. It's called my ups and downs box. Hey, we all have our ups and downs, you know. Inside the ups and downs box is a little glass. And I'm just going to pour a little milk here into the glass. Here we go. Like this. Now, got the glass and the milk. I'm going to tip it in, pop it into the box, close the lid. Now, one thing you should always do when you've got your glass of liquid in the ups and downs box, leave it facing like this. Never go like this. Hee-yah! Or never go like this. Never go like this. Or like this. Now I'm going to cross my fingers and hope this works. Never go like this. Hee-yah! Or like this. Or like this. or like this. Now, if I remove the glass of milk and nothing's spilt, do you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens in a live show. People often get excited and start clapping. You're probably doing that at home right now. Cheers, thank you. Now, this is my ups and downs box, and as we go to schools to do our program, we realise lots of children have their ups and downs. One thing that is really affecting children often is cyberbullying. That's where we go on a computer and we may receive things that are unkind, untrue, nasty, threatening, or going to cause trouble. It can also happen on a cell phone. Well, we were at a school called Irongate School in Hastings, and a little person called Tumoy Crichton wrote me a poem. It's called Cyberbullying. Listen to this. A keyboard warrior, that's what you are. All the words you say are not getting you very far. Bad messages and statuses you keep writing about me. Why won't you bullies just let me be? You've been going on Facebook just to tell lies, then come to school in your fake disguise. Your jokes and put-downs are not very cool. In fact, they're making you look like a fool. You threaten people through the phone. Are you doing this when you're at home? All the times that you keep calling me names, I wish that mouth of yours could be tamed. That is it. I've had enough with you. You have no idea what you've been putting me through. That is it. I'm not taking any more. No, no, no. I'm going to speak to someone for sure. A great poem. Tumoy's getting cyberbullied. What's Tumoy going to do? Talk to someone. Probably an adult. Probably mum or dad. Someone who can help them sort it out quickly so they can have a great day on their computer and at school. Both are important. Thank you.
And I'm now joined by Brent Lattimore, of course, Focus Financial and our catch-up. And today, I think a lot of people have been in a situation where they probably have purchased too much, maybe a little bit too many HPs.
Yep, debt consolidation, yeah. And just before I start on that though, people can follow, like we'll be going through sort of 10 different steps, and they can follow that on a Facebook page that I've set up called Hermit. And it's called Hermit Help for First Home Buyers. So hopefully something will run across the screen soon, but it'll be nice for people to follow that up on Facebook, so they can just keep track of what we're talking about. But today is debt consolidation, and we find when we're doing loans for people that some of them got 5, 6, 7 different debts, and it looks really, really bad when you're applying to the bank for a loan,
right?
Because they've got all these various loans. So what we try and do is consolidate that into one, and sometimes, like even now, like people who aren't even ready to buy now but who are still looking a year or two into the future, consolidate it now, because applying to the bank with one debt of 20,000 looks a lot better than 5 debts totaling 20,000. So the amounts can still be the same. It's just that we just like to see it nice and tidy, and it's a lot easier, and even psychologically, to pay off one loan rather than 5, because you put in little bits and pieces off each loan.
And 5 statements, and it's sort of overwhelming, isn't it, really?
And what you tell the bank is that you're a spender. If you've got 5 or 6 different hire purchases, the immediate response from the bank is, oh, they spend lots of money. So if you can combine it all into one and just stick with one, that's probably the key. One hire purchase or personal loan is fine within a reasonable amount, but no more than that. So people who have got 5 or 6, look at consolidating the whole lot into one and take no more until that's paid off.
So who is the best personal organisation to go to get that
we
loan?
can actually help with those personal loans, and we can help, and this is all part of that Hermit, the Facebook page too. We can help prepare people for that, so they can get in touch with me, and what we do is we go through a loan application as if we're applying for a loan, a mortgage type of thing, and we say, look, this is what you need to do, and then we can say, look, one of the suggestions is you combine all that debt into one personal loan, and we can actually arrange that for them and sort it all out. So we have access to lenders for personal loans.
Can you give us the details then of your Facebook page? So it is Facebook?
So if you go into Facebook, it's called Hermit, as in a hermit crab, Help for First Home Buyers.
Help for First Time Buyers. So Hermit, Help for First Time Buyers. I love it. It's really great.
And you can contact us through there as well.
And we've actually got an image there of the Hermit. So you can't miss it. No. It actually looks very Disney-like.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It? Yeah, it's quite cool. Rightio. So on this path to owning our first home, the consolidating of our debt is a very important
it's
step.
huge, and it's probably one of the first things we actually like to do. It's really hard to apply for loan when people got debts everywhere. We just want to get it tidied up, and I find people can't, as I mentioned before, they can't seem to concentrate on paying 5 different ones at the same time. So we combine it into one, and psychologically it's easier for them to pay that off, and set the repayments quite high too, so they're paying it off at quite a rapid rate.
Well, part of the debt though can be credit cards.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, can you negotiate repayments, as in how much you pay back, if you pay back early?
Yes, for the credit cards, yes, you can. And we try and set up, like if someone's got a $5,000 or $6,000 credit card limit, we try and put that on a personal loan as well, because generally the credit card interest rate is a lot higher than what a personal loan interest rate is, so we try and get that interest rate down as well. Drop that credit card limit to about $500, because you really don't need any more than that, and put it all on a personal loan and just set the payments quite high and pay as much off as you can, and make lump sum payments off it as well.
And with Focus Financial, Brent, do you find that organisations are open
Yes,
to negotiating?
They are, absolutely, and they are keen to help banks as well, for people to consolidate that debt, because at the end of the day, if you apply for a personal loan at the bank, it's a sale for them, so they're going to look at it as well. So,
but it can be quite daunting to a lot of people. It's another paper, it's another account, it's that awkward phone call. It could be a number that comes on their mobile, like, oh no, they're needing more money from me this month. So we can go to you, Brent, and you can be...
Correct, yeah, we can sort all that out for you.
The piggy in the middle.
Yeah.
With the piggy bank in the middle, you can be.
Yeah, we like the piggy bank in the middle. We like to prepare people for buying their first home, and this is one of the stages of it. And although they're maybe not ready to buy now, we're getting them ready to buy, and just preparing that path for 2 or 3 years down the track.
And going on another tangent though, if we already have a home but we haven't learned and we're getting a little bit greyer and we haven't learned our lessons with debt, can you help us as well?
Absolutely. If you do own your own home and you still have 5 or 6 high purchases, give me a yell. Quite often we can clear those actually onto the mortgage also. Good question, by the way. Yes, we can. Yeah.
Because unfortunately, it doesn't matter how old you are or how many lives you've lived, you may not have learnt that lesson.
Some people just repeat it time after time after time. They are very much so. But yes, we can. And you can, if you've got some good equity in your house, we can look at combining that onto your home as well.
Okay, which wouldn't be silly, because is it generally used to think that a home loan was your cheapest?
Yeah, and it is. The interest
loan.
rates are cheaper, but the key to that though is not to put it onto your home and pay it off over 25 years. You put it onto your home and pay it off over 4 or 5 years. So you get a cheaper interest rate, but you're also getting rid of it. It's not putting it onto your loan and paying it off over 30 years thinking, great.
Good on you. And remember that Facebook page detail as well. Again, remind us, Brent.
Hermit, Help for First Home Buyers.
Help for First Home Buyers. It's brilliant. Thank you so much. I really enjoy these chats. Very informative, and I'm sure it's caught someone's attention about this whole not learning and getting debt. Remember, Focus Financial. Now stay with us, because after the break, we have Moses Robbins with our social media information. See you soon. Yes, guitar legend Santana. He's pretty cool. Do you like Santana?
Yeah.
Bit groovy, isn't he? He's quite cool. Very quiet, but he lets the guitar speak, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I'm a bit excited about today because I've actually done this myself, learning to play music online.
Very
good times, good times. So YouTube, that's where I've gone to for myself.
Mm-hmm. YouTube's a great place. The challenge, of course, is there's so much. So you could have a really good guitar teacher who has got a lot of experience and actually practice his videos and stuff.
There we go. That's a perfect shot. You're at home online.
How to play music.
Yeah, how to play music.
And how to play guitar, or how to play. So there's a lot. So you want to take a bit of research, because you might find a particular personality that you like the most, or a teaching style. Some people might show you, some people might have diagrams. But it's pretty cool that these days, you can just learn online. Yeah,
and it is fun. I know for me, when I was first learning, it was good just to get a familiar song as well, because I might be doing a cover of a song that you like, because if you like the music, you will love to learn. don't you think?
Yeah,
Rather
absolutely.
than being forced to. I know, like in childhood, you're playing a piano, you know, trying to learn the piano to a song you don't know. But if you gel with it,
Yeah, and back in the day, I think it was a challenge for people to get their children into music because their children wanted to play songs that maybe the guitar teacher at the school didn't know.
yeah, exactly.
Now you've got access to hundreds of thousands of guitar teachers.
It's pretty cool indeed. Okay, Berkeley.
Yes, now Berkeley, Boston, Massachusetts, a pretty renowned school, like a proper, but they have an online component. It's quite expensive, you know. You're essentially doing a higher education level course, but this is kind of the high end, the cream of the cream. Like if you're like, this is not a hobby. I'm seriously doing this. But if, say, you can't go to jazz school here in Christchurch or something, but you wanted that kind of level of education, then that would be my recommendation to check out.
And is it open worldwide then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been through the process myself. I imagine there would be, it wouldn't be learning for beginners. It's kind of that,
Yeah.
taking you to that next level.
I'm sure
of
they're
being a
picky
real
about who they take
professional.
on as well, which is a cool thing. It means you're in the company of elite,
Yeah.
aren't you, in your craft. And last but not least, Mark.
Mark, the guitar guy. Now
Mark
he is a local lad. He spent a lot of time here in Christchurch. He plays in the New Zealand Army Band, and he's a fantastic guitar teacher. And if you want to learn guitar, or maybe you know a little bit of guitar, you absolutely have to check out this. They've got their own website, and their whole product, obviously it feeds into that. You can tell by how good the production values are. But the free content alone that you can just watch is absolutely gourmet.
So who is the banner? Who's the company behind it? Is it the ultimate guitar learning guide?
Yeah,
or
Jamarama is the company, and they're a Christchurch-based.
Jamarama.com.
They're a Christchurch-based online guitar learning.
How brilliant!
thing.
So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
part of the New Zealand Army Band,
Yeah, he
but this is like a
plays and performs in
sideline
that.
thing
Yeah.
that he does.
Yeah.
So talk us through when you go on. Is it only for guitar, or is it other instruments, or
That product is for
Guitar
guitar.
only.
I think the company have a piano learning course and stuff, and maybe some others, but guitar is certainly their flagship. And Mark is a guitar teacher, and the content's just fantastic.
isn't that
It's
cool
really
that it's
cool.
local?
Yes, it's awesome. They had very good success early on, actually kind of pre-YouTube and stuff, and pre-earthquakes and all that. So it's, cool company, cool product.
So what's coming up for Moses over the next couple of weeks before we see you again? What's happening in the social media world that you're excited about at the moment?
Oh, all sorts. There's lots going on. I'm working with on some cool projects, and always just trying to learn more. You know, the meta level, so to speak, and also social media internally for organisations.
Internally? So like intranet, social media intranet?
like project management systems and stuff for any organisation. So much more efficient. You think about your meeting notes and stuff like that. You know, bringing it. You know, so all sorts of exciting things on the go.
And it's to embrace it, isn't it? I mean, there is no excuse these days, though, is there, Moses, that I forgot about that meeting. Not when we have all these devices and things, isn't it? Or I'm late. I didn't realise what time it was.
It is challenging adopting new systems, and I think there's a few. That's always going to be hard, especially the older people get and the more stuck in their ways. But I think if you can embrace change, and that's why this generation in the middle, that's all they're good at, is embracing all the change. So
Absorbing.
You've got the digital natives who have grown up with the change of the internet and social media. So it's not like they're better at it or any smarter. They're just used to changing.
Very cool indeed. Hey, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been education and happy playing as well. Rightio, on the show tomorrow, woohoo, the circus is coming to town and in the studio, very exciting. And we head on down to the Christchurch Casino. Have a fabulous Thursday. We'll do it all again tomorrow. See you.